Hi, I'm Scott Smith.
And I'm Tanya Smith.
Welcome to the Turpentine Creek Podcast.
Hi, I'm Emily McCormick, one of the staff zoologists here at Turpentine Creek, and we are in our newly revamped education station. We have a lot of school groups that come through, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. We have a lot of educational things in here that not only do we go and take tours and tour the compound and out into the habitats, but you should stop by here to learn a lot of different information. This is our new interactive wall so that people of all ages can take a little test after they've gone through, but we've been doing that with the school groups to make sure that the kids are paying attention and learning while they're here. So, for instance, Turpentine Creek is currently home to what species of bear? And you lift it up and the answer is black bear, and there's a picture inside. So it's really neat. In this display case, we are displaying things for the kids to touch. Hopefully no one will take anything, but we do have some tiger whiskers. The cats do lose their whiskers. And we have some different types of fur so that the kids can feel what it's like to touch a lion or a bear. And some of our interns from the previous group, these are actual casts of some of our cats' paws, so you can get an idea, by putting your hand down there, how big their paws are. A wall of turpentine terminology. We made that up. Some of the things that you might hear some of the keepers say around here. And if you have a lot of time while you're here, we have an updated map of the what states have laws banning private ownership, what states still have none, which are 9. Information on each state, so you can check out maybe what the laws are in your state. We have a folder full of attacks just in the last 3 years. These are attacks on people that try to own an exotic cat as a pet. Then we have our display case here that has some items from some of the cats for medical reasons, that Jasper had to have one of his claws removed. He was knocked out a few times just to have his claws trimmed, and our vet decided to remove that one. This is Wyoming. He's one of the first cats you see on the habitat tour, and you can really see what an abscessed tooth looks like. This is where he came here with and had to have both those teeth removed. And some more educational things on cougars and bobcats also. And also in this room we have many donated toys that the cats are now done with. And we don't want them eating any pieces, but this is very thick plastic. If you'd like to donate one of these, you can go to boomerball.com, I think it is. But something like this right here costs about $40. In the hallway right before you go into the education room, or right when you come out, is our adoption wall. We try to get each animal to have 20 people adopt that animal, which will raise the adoptions are $100 a year. It comes with a family membership and a nice certificate with the animal's picture on it and story. And it costs about $2,000 per animal to support them for the year, including their vaccinations and types of things like that. Or you can do a full sponsorship. But you see on the trees, Coda has 2 adopters. KC over here, though, is fully sponsored. He also has another adopter. So we try to get each cat fully sponsored. But it's a great way to... a lot of people like to come and see their name up on the board, and it's a great way to help out a cat for not very much money. And it's also, which we've seen in the past, makes great Christmas gifts. So we've had a lot of adoptions that go out right before Christmas. And people seem to like that as a gift to have something donated in their name.
That's cool.
There's 3 people feeding 6 cougars in this habitat. And so each person tries to get 2 cougars to pay attention to them and the food. That way we can keep the animals separated into different feeding areas so that they don't fight over the food. After a period of time, if the animals have been moved to a different enclosure, they all end up establishing a certain area that they eat at every night. So when they were first introduced, it took 6 of us to feed them. But now they know their spot. That's why Raphael didn't run out there when she was feeding Cootie. And they're going to do the same thing with these cougars. There's also 6 in this habitat. What a good girl Nosh is. She patiently sits and waits. She was the last cougar introduced in this group, so. Right now we're trying to distract the cougars because one of them is on medication right now. So she has to have her medicine before she eats. Nasha's still patiently waiting. I'm not saying that because she's my favorite cat. This is Max. He was rescued from a couple that lived in Alabama and had just moved to Indiana. Where they had moved to did not allow exotics as pets. So thankfully, Max was brought to Turpentine Creek. Even though cougars don't make a good pet, these folks had Max living in their house. They did take really good care of him. So he came here pretty friendly and just loves to purr and talk to everybody. He's usually the first cougar that comes up to you. Comes up to any of the workers if we come up to the fence. It's always Max that comes up. And sometimes on tours, he likes to follow the tour group, and he's known for his very high-pitched meow that he does. If you'd like to visit Max and all the other cats at Turpentine Creek, our new winter hours are 9 until 5. We feed the animals at 4, and the guided tours run from 11 until 3.
You want to give me a kiss under that part?